Good morning YouTube, bienvenue les potos et les potesses pour un nouvel épisode de Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Et bah c'est parti. Hop, on va sélectionner une petite mission et on va prendre celle qui est là. Retrouver Katsumi. La petite
Definitely worth
Katsumi.
checking in on Katsumi. She has eyes and ears all over. Figuratively, obviously.
Katsumi. Très belle ludothèque. Hein. Toi-même tu sais, clin d'œil. Mais je la préférais avant qu'elle ait ses implants. Bref. À gauche. Est-ce que je vais bien au bon endroit? Absolument pas. Oui, mais non. Zut flûte.
Katsumi's place. Worth checking in.
Katsumi. Hole in the wall.
Let's hope the anarchs are feeling grateful.
Mais je me rappelle de
You
cet
gave him
endroit.
justice.
Katsumi. Wouh. Katsumi, je suis... Ah, t'es là.
Well, if it ain't the new sheriff in town. Didn't expect this. Figured that once you got back to the prince, that'd be the end of it. But as it happens, I might have something for you.
What have you learned since I let you have Benny?
Other than the fact he didn't like you, let's cut through the bullshit. I could use your help. Campbell, I hated his ass, but we made it work. Him losing his hat means some other fuckseed has time to riot. They'll be brought down, there's no escaping it. But I don't want mine burned in the fire. You understand how it works here, right? Seattle is special.
Every city thinks itself special. They all end up the same.
From here to Atlanta, thin bloods are hunted down, staked, burned to ash, because their sires can't sheathe their teeth. The trash of the streets. It's not a fucking choice, it's a state of being. In Seattle, we had a truce. A haven. Or I thought we had. It's fraying fucking thin. I need you to shut down some masquerade breakers before it becomes a bonfire. Sheriff.
Why do you need my help?
We both know you're stronger than most, and I don't risk my people if I can avoid it. And you're the court's sheriff. I'm giving you the word on the street. Call it an olive branch to our new prince.
You fear these rogue anarchs.
Don't you worry about me, hon. I can hold my own. But I'm trying to keep the peace here, and those dumbasses seem bent on attracting the wrong kind of attention. There's folks who aren't so strong I've got to look out for. Someone's got to.
And if I don't help you?
You don't clean up this shit now, it'll roll across your doorstep sooner or later. Look, I was a surgeon way back. To save a patient, you gotta make a cut. Sometimes it's on me to spot the dead meat, and sometimes, yeah, I'd give that word to the sheriff. Same still applies. You ready to step up? Be my scalpel?
I am no one's implement, but an ally? Someone to consult from time to time, perhaps.
Haven't had one of those in a while. I'll think about it.
My priority is to preserve the masquerade. If these fools risk a breach, I will stop them.
This'll help my problems and make you look good with your new boss. See what talking can do for us? And you listen. A lick who pays attention is rare. I do owe you for Benny. You didn't have to do that. I won't forget it. You'll find what you're looking for somewhere near St. Stephen's Church. Just keep your eyes open.
Ok, je sais pas ce qu'elle a eu, je pense qu'elle a été marquée comme du bétail. Surtout vu la marque qu'elle a sur la gueule. Hop, on se casse. Et donc là, il faut qu'on aille de ce côté-ci. Ça va, tu t'amuses bien? T'as de la chance que je m'en fous.
We're getting close. Keep an eye out for Katsumi's troublemakers. Maybe listen in. See if we can find out what they're up to.
Et putain, ça revient. Je pense que ça vient vraiment d'OBS. Hein. Il y a un truc qui va pas. Hein. Ça me le fait jamais. Hein. Il y a que quand j'utilise OBS. Hein. Bah, j'espère en tout cas que ça vous chagrine pas trop. Hein. Peut-être qu'il y en a eu certains ou certaines qui se sont dit « Eh mais attends, mais ça vient de chez moi !» Non, non, ça vient de chez moi. Ne vous inquiétez pas.
Hey, is Richie still at the park? He's missing all the fun.
The park, huh?
Bon. Oh putain, faut que j'aille vite.
Just keep your head Christ.
Il y a que toi. Ouais, c'est un petit peu du gâchis, mais c'est pas grave. Putain, mais... Oh, putain, ils ont décollé les mecs.
Only a human, I guess.
Ouais. Ah, mais il en reste un en fait. J'ai une petite faim. Merci bien. Il en reste encore un et il est là-bas. Viens par là, toi. Viens par là. Merci. Voilà, mais non, je voulais lui sucer son sang.
Heard them mention more activity at the park. Only one place that could be. A few blocks over next to Weaver Tower. Opposite side of the Atrium nightclub.
Allez, on se dépêche. Toudout, toudout.
This place is a dump.
Ouais, non, on est bien.
You're not even trying to hide.
Help! Someone, help! Fuck the Masquerade!
Mais calmez-vous bien là. Je peux pas? Ok.
Sneaking around. Yeah, go on and run. Got you now.
Encore des gens à tuer là? Ah bah ouais là, d'accord, ok.
Damn it, that.
Emmy's sire.
Fucking die!
Here!
Putain, tu me fais chier, toi!
Here! Here!
Vas-y, profites-en bien, connard!
Let's go!
Pestering blemish.
Ok. Donc là, de ce côté-ci, c'est
We better go
fait.
to the auto repair and check on Max. Hopefully that was a sack of lies, and we'll find him hunkered down where he was before.
Allez, 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 allez. Putain, c'est vachement loin, là. En 4 minutes, ça va le faire.
believe she ditched me.
Y a pas de problème. On va tous se les faire. Nickel chrome. Non, plus tard. Plus tard, plus tard, plus tard. T'as de la chance, mon gars.
I miss working from home.
J'ai envie d'utiliser mon sprint, mais je peux pas. Je peux pas parce que sinon tout le monde va voir que je suis pas humain. Et après je vais me faire attaquer parce que j'aurais pas respecté la mascarade. Encore 200 mètres. Excusez-moi. Hop là. Bip 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 bip. Oh. Eh, bonne livraison, monsieur le Père Noël. Donc là, il y a forcément un passage quelque part. Bingo.
Here we are then. Max sure knows how to get into trouble.
Non, je peux pas. Je peux pas voler les rats. Enfin, voler les rats, les utiliser comme putain de projectiles. Oh d'accord, ok.
I'm gonna make you pay! You were losing!
Allez.
Damn it!
This counted!
Super. Première fois que j'affrontais un gars qui était, comment je pourrais dire, un peu plus vénère. D'habitude, on se les fait en 2-2. Mais lui, ouais, non. Attends. On va dire que globalement, ça le fait. Hein, ils sont pas si... ils sont pas si méchants que ça, mais... Lui, il avait déjà un gun. Il avait un... Comment je pourrais dire... un gun qui faisait mal. Et surtout, il pouvait se déplacer rapidement. Mais merde, il y a quoi là qui m'empêche de passer? C'est la première fois qu'on m'attaque avec une mitraillette. D'habitude, c'est toujours... ouais, soit un fusil à pompe, soit un gun. Et là, non, c'était une petite mitraillette. Je sais pas où je vais, mais j'y vais. En fait, je suis parti alors que je devais pas partir. Quel con. Max?
Hey, look, we can work this out. Fire. Fuck. I thought you were one of those anarchs.
What do they want from you? Did you provoke them?
No. Not me. Reckon they want payment for what Benny did. I can't blame them. My child, my fuck up. Now the Thin Bloods are out for revenge.
I seem to have dealt with the troublemakers. For now. I will leave you.
Wait, please. Look, I don't know what to do. It will keep happening. I can't just hide.
Then you must make amends. Your child terrorized Thin Bloods, so offer your assistance to Katsumi. She's well respected.
You're right. I owe them. But maybe she deserves to have me destroyed.
Maybe. Or maybe a true kindred will be useful to her cause. Do not act the weakling. You are Bruja.
Maybe you're right.
We cannot linger. There's been enough noise here to draw mortals.
Thanks, Fire. I'll see you around.
Cool. Maintenant, à nous deux, Katsumi.
We should get back to the hole in the wall, let Katsumi know the job is done. If that doesn't dill or pickle, I don't know what will. As for Max, well, kid's gotta learn and realize he's not a kid.
Oh là 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 là, ça y va. Ça se fait des bisous. Katsumi!
You found them, huh?
You have fewer problems to worry about tonight. Well done.
I told you. All I'm trying to do is keep my people safe.
We have kept your people safe. For now.
You want to shoot the shit or we done here?
What do you know of Benny's sire, Max?
Not a whole lot.
I suggested he pay you a visit.
Sorry, hon. I'm not much of a hostess, you know?
He wants to make amends for what his child did. I thought you could make use of him.
A Kami sheriff sending troops to the anarchs? Well, there's a thing.
What's your opinion of the new prince?
You really want to know? Or you intel gathering for the court?
I cannot be sheriff in Seattle without knowing as much about the people here as I can. Otherwise, I am no better than Benny.
Low bar, but I hear you. You really want my opinion? We could do a lot worse than Rion. Things around here ain't great for Thin Bloods. I reckon she could make them better if we give her half a chance. Not everyone sees it the same way. I'm fighting a lot of pressure from the anarchs to take her out. But fortunately, she's got a kindred no one wants to fuck with on her side.
What do you get from standing with the Thin Bloods?
What do I get? Well, I get the constant stress of leading folks I don't want to lead, saving folks no one else will save. And I even got a cute makeover for my trouble.
Ouais, d'ailleurs, est-ce que tu pourrais en parler? Ouais, tiens.
How did you get that scar?
My old buddy Campbell did it the day he pretended to throw me out the court. Asshole. I mean, I get it. We all do shitty things for the optics. See, me and Campbell had a deal. I don't like to see people torn apart for no reason. He was smart enough to see that Thin Bloods ain't going away. Wanted control, and maybe access to alchemy. Made a big show of throwing me out of the court, so Thin Bloods would listen to me. My scar was him sealing the deal. Branding me, just like the other trash.
Ok.
Must you do that?
Do what?
The smoke does nothing to your lungs, good or bad. Why bother?
We all have our vices.
I will let you get back to your night.
Don't be a stranger, hon. I don't mind having someone like you around to keep me on my toes.
Ok, on a quasiment 6 points,
She
non?
likes you. And that's no small thing toward a Cammy. And make no mistake, long as you're sheriff, you are a Cammy.
Attends. Voilà! Donc là, étincelle de rage, tuer des adversaires sans les mordre, active quand même votre passive de clan. D'accord. Ok. Puis là, forcément, je peux pas.
Well, I reckon that's your sheriff duty scene too, and I can feel that old fireball lurking on the horizon. So, in your own time, of course.
On va regarder ça. Donc là... Ouais, on peut éventuellement se reposer ou on a... Bon, je sais pas. Non, on va se reposer. On est d'accord, je peux pas me téléporter. Créer... Non. Non. D'accord. Mais qu'est-ce que tu fais, toi?
Jesus, it's cold tonight.
Ouais, comme tu dis. Moi, ça va. Je ne ressens pas le froid. Ouais, ce serait bien si le studio pouvait se décider à apporter un patch pour améliorer l'optimisation. Les quêtes annexes non accomplies deviendront inaccessibles. Ah ouais. Ça veut dire que toutes les quêtes qui sont là... Non, parce qu'en fait là, en gros, c'est oui, si j'ai commencé des quêtes, je pourrais plus les poursuivre, mais si je les ai pas entamées, ça devrait le faire ou pas? Fait chier. On verra bien. Est-ce que je peux sauvegarder? Moi je peux pas, bah ouais. Fait chier.
Well, it's an education to watch you work. You're more thoughtful than I expected, given the tales. Guess it comes from practice and need. Seeing through to the nub of a thing.
It is how I navigate the world. To understand the motives of a person is to find how to steer them.
Oh, I get it, I do. It is a novelty, though, to have a sheriff who can genuinely cogitate. We've done our share of legwork tonight, that's certain. You want to work the notes, both high and low?
Sophia is interesting. So attached to her ghoul. It is not usual.
Sophia's always been scatterbrained. Used to hang around with my sire. Maybe my bloodline rubs off on some. I like her, though. Reminds me of more innocent times. And we both love getting our fangs into a good puzzle.
There is something in this which disturbs me. The ghoul, Piotr. What was he to her?
There's two ways to read this riddle. Either she truly liked him, or he knew something she didn't want to lose. Not that it'd surprise me, given the tales I've heard of Tremere. I wonder which it is.
Helping to feed Lou was not something I expected when I woke up.
Some might call it a come down, but there's a passel of weight in being a waiter. Folks treat you as furniture, and no one cares what chairs here.
Nyx now has a chance to show that she can make a name for herself in this city. Whether she does or not is entirely up to her.
There's sink or swim, then there's doggy paddling with a shark. But I've seen stranger successes.
I know a bit more about how Katsumi and the anarchs operate in Seattle.
You do? A little that even opened my eyes. I'd not known her arrangement with Benny. Caught between court and rabble and has been for a while. Seems to be steering the course for the best. And owes you a favor, which is not a thing to be sniffed at.
Katsumi and Ryong are cut from the same cloth. Both wish to rule this city, even if Katsumi will not admit it.
To rule or to stay afloat? It could be said of both, though I think Ryong's got a bigger boat.
It is good to discuss these things, but it is time to rest.
Sleep well then, Fire. Let's hope for a day without dreams.
Ah, oui, non mais vas-y, hein.
Well, hello there, buddy. I did what you said. I woke up.
They set their feet upon the sod. Their lips split parched, their belly dry. Sweet succulence upon the vine. A sovereign full specified.
That's nice and all, but I have questions. Can you tell me your name?
Do I take you from your time, truth seeker? Do I interrupt your sleep?
I'm more interested in who you are.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective.
That's a truth.
They say trouble comes in pairs.
They say trouble comes in pairs, and here I was with the first shoe in front of me, waiting for the other to drop. And let me tell you, this one was tight-laced and had a vicious tongue.
A deep sleeper? A goddamn deep sleeper? It is 8 o'clock at night and I've been standing out here for an hour. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your me time, Mr. Detective, but someone wants to kill me and no one seems to care.
Now, you'll find I'm a caring sort when I've time to get up to speed. So why don't you settle down and tell me your problem, Miss,
Verona. It's just Verona. And calm right down. I find a goddamn death threat in my purse and this freaky looking sword thing. And you want me calm?
Huh. Now that is interesting. A death threat and a decoration. Might I see them, Miss Verona?
That's why they sent me to you. I showed the officer at the desk. He said you'd help. Look, I went out last night with the girls, went through my purse for my keys this morning, and there they were. The letter, the cross thing, were there last night, and honest, this has got me shook up, Detective. Real shook up.
Oh, then you just let old Fabian take a look-see. See what shakes out.
Disparition ninja. Bah vas-y, on va y aller, hein. Ah, quoique. Croix de Saint-Jacques.
Now this was familiar.
LTX. Ah ouais, d'accord.
Hello there, my little parchment pal. You got words to spill?
I am a death threat detective. That is my sole purpose, and all that you will get from me.
That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter. Late nights and morning regrets.
Now, listen. I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer. Ugh.
Huh. So Miss Verona picked you up in a bar, then?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean, yes, I suppose so.
Good quality paper, but I see a few marks.
The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully. But then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel.
The Cross of St. James. Pandora and cigarettes, sure, but he's still scratching at the armor of my think tank trying to get in.
Might I hazard a guess, Detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the Rebar Killer.
Now, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse. Or I thought it was. Many thanks, loquacious letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny. See if something is getting reheated.
Of course, Detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork.
Now that's a truth. The SPD do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too, see if any old bones fall out. Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy?
Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around. And you see, I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum.
Ha! Of course. Well, thank you, mysterious missive. I gotta blow the dust off the Rebar Killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and understood.
Donc, dans cet univers, on peut parler avec des lettres. Parce que pourquoi pas?
If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona? The folks would have stashed Verona in interrogation. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her.
Ok, donc on va regarder ça.
Verona had remembered anything else from her big night out. Seattle PD, full of... I wondered if Verona had remembered anything.
Donc, ok, elle est là.
I didn't think that would help. I didn't see the need. I thought about it, but it...
Any news, Detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. From the letter, I deduce you were in a bar last night, right?
Well, I did say I was out with the girls. Being honest, it's kind of a blur. But if you're gonna tell me I wrote the letter myself, I will not believe you.
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober. Some of these words are multisyllabic.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up a few places, the usual, you know. Oh God, I didn't text any of the girls to let them know I got home. And I'm out of charge. Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
I need you here, Miss Verona. You never know when a killer might strike, and here you are surrounded by professionals. Professional officers of the law, I mean, not professional killers. Though, of course, they are professionally trained to kill. And sometimes, yes, they do kill. Oh, never mind.
Well, all right, fine. At least you have Wi-Fi.
So I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely behind bars. Strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
Never mind. Do you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, bills, outstanding tabs?
Why, Detective? Do I look like a girl who has to pay for her own drinks? Let me think. There were a couple of dives, but we were trying to get into the fancy places too. I guess we started off at the Glacier for cocktails. But I think we were gonna try and get into the Macomb later. We heard it's real exclusive. Like they don't even have a list. The bouncer knows you by sight.
Until later, Miss Verona.
D'accord. Donc ça c'est fait. Logiquement, il y a autre chose à faire. Et ce serait sur le côté là. Non, il y a que dalle. Ah, quoique. Qu'est-ce que tu... Les écrans sont éteints, hein. Moi, je dis ça, je dis rien. Wow, c'est vrai que le gars va vite.
What's cooking, Charlie?
Sing a lullaby.
Believe me, buddy, you don't want to hear my singing voice. I'm a little short a pint or two.
A sip of sup is all for you, Fabio.
Tangy. Keep it real, Neil.
Bye.
Voilà, comme ça, j'ai plus la dalle. Et maintenant, où c'est que je dois aller? Ça fait chier. Ah, faut peut-être monter, mais oui. Mais c'est bien sûr. Par là.
I had an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research. I found that asking the cabinets real nicely would make all the difference.
Non, je ne peux rien faire. Oh là là, mais attends, mais elle est moisie la pizza là, mais oui, carrément. Faut l'acheter, hein. Quand il y a de la moisissure, faut jeter, hein. Faut pas laisser, hein. Par contre là, je ne vois pas, quoique devant peut-être. Non. Consultez les rapports de police sur le tueur au fer à béton. Ouais, mais où?
Well, look who crawled out of their pit. What happened to the alarm clock Smithy got you?
It was a mite overzealous. I traded it to a buddy for an Everly Brothers single and a 1978 World Almanac.
Of course you did. You need something?
Any hot Precinct gossip?
Your boss is in a good mood.
That is news. Any idea what's ringing Benny's bell?
Who can say? Maybe a kitten died or an orphanage burned down.
What's spinning, Wheeler?
You need new material, buddy. Nothing much, though. Fender benders, drunks, and me catching up on my backlog.
Season 3 of High School Detective?
Yeah. Just got to where Tammy has a run-in with the study buddies. Hell of a plot twist.
Where do we keep the cold cases? I'm looking for something that's probably in the deep freeze.
What's on your mind?
You ever heard of the rebar killer?
Huh. Yeah, right. My grandpappy talked about that one. He was on the force back in the day. Mob hits, something like that. They'll still be in the file room, though, just buried deep. Take a ball of string, you're liable to get lost in there.
Oh, don't worry. Me and the records department have an understanding. Thanks. I got things to do.
Good luck.
Comme quoi, j'ai bien fait d'être venu ici. Mais c'était vraiment au pif, hein. Comme très souvent d'ailleurs. Est-ce qu'il ne faudrait pas descendre? Okay. Peut-être là, non?
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me. Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files. So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log? Got anything new on the ghost ferries? Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base deep under Puget Sound. Enemy scientists are running aquatic time travel experiments. Apparently, it's a prelude to the Second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened. I guess he got something right. Anything that screams Bean Illuminati? It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching. Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery. Any word on D.B. Cooper? The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says, Cooper's true objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity. At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect. Ha! If only they knew. Looking to heat up an old cold one. Know anything about the rebar killer? Why, Detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so thoroughly this early in the evening. Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got? You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something. Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you. Oh, sure, there are news clippings, side notes, dockets and warrants, all marked for your man. All in 1925. But the main case file, that's been lifted. Frankly, I feel violated. What have you got on the killer without the case file? A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a Storian. The flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf war, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police, and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging. No one ever found the heads. Huh. Thanks. I need to follow up. You know where I am, Detective, if you want to root around.
Ouais, ok, j'irai farfouiller dans tes entrailles, je ne sais pas quand, parce que j'ai du pain sur la planche, mais je te le promets, je reviendrai. Comme dirait Schwarzy, I will be back. Donc là, maintenant qu'on a ça, on a tout un tas de quêtes.
And mortals did appreciate that. I went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was his.
On va commencer là.
Cold night. I decided to visit a few places Verona might have stumbled out of.
Doesn't anyone sleep around here?
Il y a de la bécane. Ils sont tous le même modèle, mais bon, c'est pas grave. Ouais, vous auriez pu, hein, messieurs, dames du studio, diversifier les modèles. Bah, c'est bon, hein. Peut-être que tout le monde ne roule pas en Harley, hein, en custom. Je dis ça, je dis rien.
Silky only had 2 vintages of wine behind the bar, the white one and the red.
Est-ce qu'il y aurait pas autre chose? Je peux monter. Hello? C'est quoi cette tenue? Bonsoir. Mon petit doigt me dit que lui, c'est quelqu'un d'important. Mais ce que je voudrais savoir également, avant de lui parler, wow, c'est de voir qui est le gars qui est de ce côté-ci. Arrête de courir! Hey! C'est qui, toi?
Mr. Guru, can I impose just a moment?
Well now, Fabian, my man, I can see the ghosts in your trail. Don't pay them no mind.
Shall we commune, Guru? Share some wisdom?
I'm always happy for a communion.
Bliss as always, old friend. Well, there's detecting to do.
It's a long road to the sleep of the just.
Donc là, on peut y aller. On lance par là.
Wasn't gonna speak to me.
Fabian, you old bloodhound. What can I do for the pride of the PD?
Not a social call, Silky. You had someone here last night. Dangerous. Keeping tabs on a girl.
Fabian, I'd be disappointed if I didn't have a dangerous person in my bar. Why, I can count 2 right here, right now. Listen, my friend. You know the rules. All sorts of people pass through. I don't ask their business, they don't ask mine. I mean, is this court orders or a masquerade breach? Lay it out for me.
You ever hear tell of a killer by the name of Santiago?
Santiago? Old St. James? Patron saint of veterinarians and skin traders, if I remember rightly. Friend to a certain carpenter in Jerusalem, so I hear. Should I hold a table for him?
Just bend a little, oak tree. Was the girl here? Name of Verona.
Verona, huh? You sound rattled by this scene, buddy. I don't know the name. Why are you asking? If this isn't court or a breach of the mask. A hobby? A bird you've taken under your wing? Because there won't be trouble here, saint or sinner. Send her over if you want her to have a safe night out. But no who did what questions answered for you or for anyone. Not unless it's real kindred business.
I know it, I respect it, but this matters. I'll find a way to prove it.
Sure. I'll see you later, buddy.
Ok. Donc je peux peut-être lui reparler, mais on va voir s'il n'y a pas un moyen de récupérer des petites infos comme ça là en regardant ce qu'il y a dans cet endroit-là.
Someone must have smuggled this in.
Qu'est-ce que nous avons d'autre? Si je vais ici... Est-ce que je peux lui parler? Non. Hello les filles. Ici ça bavache, mais moi je peux pas leur bavacher. Enfin, je peux pas bavacher avec. Ah! Alors déjà, là.
Smash a bottle in here and everyone would go real quiet. It'd better be an accident, or the man himself would have a word to say.
Eh, mais on te reconnaît, toi! Enfin, moi, je te reconnais en tout cas.
Well, if it ain't my favorite gumball.
It's gumshoe, Captain, as I keep telling you.
Yeah, what is it? You found a crock of shit at the end of the rainbow?
I was wondering, you ever hear of the rebar killer? A case from back in the 1920s.
Long before my time. Name's familiar. Clue me in.
The news hounds called him the rebar killer because, well, he killed people using rebar. But for us, he was a hunter. Santiago.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I've heard of Santiago. Took down a few of our big names, right? What about him?
The Macomb killing last week. Same M.O., boss. Rebar, a missing head, and the Sword of St. James.
So the puzzler of the precinct has another pet theory. Why should I listen this time?
Because last time he was in Seattle, he wiped out several powerful kindred. He's a risk.
I get it. It's thin, but we wouldn't want the chief to think we were asleep at the wheel. So go tell him. And tell him I sent you.
Tell Campbell?
Yeah, this turns out to be something I look good. If it ends up as dog shit, I tell him you slipped a leash. Get it?
I get it. Wheeler said you were in a good mood.
Did he?
I guess he was wrong.
Let's just say a horse came in.
I thought maybe we could chew the fat. Maybe catch up a bit. Did you read my case report?
Your evidence? 20 pages on the goddamn sonic grid? It's in the trash, along with your bean Illuminati bullshit. I ain't got time for your crap. Do your job.
But boss, this is important. Seattle's aural soundscape is a fusion of complex...
One more goddamn word and I'll stick your lips shut.
I better go, boss.
Yeah, you'd better.
Donc là, en fait, faut que je remonte là-haut, non? Putain, c'est chiant parce que pour arrêter qu'il court, il faut vraiment se stopper, quoi. Alors que quand, là tu vois, pour courir, t'as juste appuyé sur le stick de gauche et bah voilà, hein, il fait ce que tu veux qu'il fasse. Et par contre, si tu veux, hop, tu t'arrêtes et tu reprends. Ah, quoique, bah, j'ai rien dit. J'ai rien dit, j'ai rien dit, j'ai rien dit.
I don't have anything else to tell you. If your case isn't kindred related, you know the limits.
Answers lie in the legwork, as my old chief would say. I'll find you something.
D'accord, donc non. Bip 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 boop baboop.
Beer was cheap at the hole in the wall, and mortals did appreciate that. I figured it was worth checking there. Beer was cheap at the hole in the wall, and mortals did appreciate that. I figured it was worth checking there. Verona remembered the Macomb bar, and I was sure they would remember her. Verona said she'd been to the Glacier, so I figured I'd best follow her trail. Beer was cheap at the hole in the wall, and mortals did appreciate that.
Ouais. Hop là. Donc là, bip 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 bip. Ce qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on va se diriger
Beer was cheap.
ici. Excusez-moi. C'est bon, arrête de courir. Wow, il y a du monde! Incroyable!
A few Union Johnnies having a cold one, maybe.
Bonjour!
Can you spare a moment for a few questions?
SPD, right? Yeah, go ahead. Quieter tonight.
Not like last night. Man, that was a mess.
So what happened last night? Anything that stands out?
There was this one guy hanging out by the pool table. He was kind of creeping on a group of girls, you know, watching but never getting too close. The boss said he tried to warn him off, but this guy was hopped up on something real intense, scary. Boss called me for backup, but by that time the guy had gone.
Thanks. That's useful.
Attends, mais il y a peut-être d'autres choses à savoir, non?
Get what you need, I have people to serve here.
I want to check out the pool table. You know, for evidence.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
D'accord. Pas de soucis. Qu'est-ce que nous avons donc
The piano was more out of tune than Herbert Hoover, and probably is old.
Mais quoi? Bah, je suis bloqué, putain, j'ai un trop gros cul, fais chier!
The hole in the wall needed a few dark corners. Younger kindred did like spaces to brood. I read somewhere that darts used to be weapons of war.
Mal.
Seemed the patrons here were on the losing side.
Tu me diras là aussi, hein.
Good view of where Verona was sitting from here. So, tell me, Pockets, you see anything last night?
Could be any bar in any city, but you stroll right into mine, detective.
There was a guy spent some time around you. Kind of a creep. You remember anything?
Now, how would I remember? Scores on the chalkboard are my only way of keeping a tally. Unless you're talking beer, sweat, and tears, detective. This rough green holds its share of history, as I'm sure you know.
That's a fact. Talk to me of beer, sweat, and tears, Pockets.
Ah, must you only focus on my flaws? It's hardly fair.
Oh, they ain't flaws. It's the little wrinkles that make you beautiful, and the memories they hold. For example, last night.
Well, I blush to say it, but my current perfume is that of day-old spilled beer. That and something else. Just a touch of dirt and fresh concrete.
Your perfume, the spilled beer. It's familiar, right?
Why, who I drink with is nobody's business but mine, detective. But it is particularly crafty, with a malty bouquet.
I've got it. This is the same stale ale I got from the letter. The guy who stood here was our mailman. That whiff of fresh concrete. It's faint, but...
Oh, darn it. I reckon I've got something on my leg. Some varmint has smeared me with dirt, detective. Soil, concrete, and just a touch of
steel and plastic and the heady aroma of porta potty. Our target came from a building site. But which one? Oh, now wait. I'll lay odds it was the Westenra construction site. Not too far and inhabited by anarchs, ghouls, and other lowlifes. Thanks, Pockets. Reckon I'll go digging.
I'd say don't get into any fistfights, detective. But honestly, I don't think you have the balls.
Merci à toi, table de billard. C'est trop bien cette compétence de parler avec les objets. Et surtout, en fait, ouais, les objets ont une conscience. C'est vraiment très bizarre. Je veux bien que on puisse parler avec les morts, mais avec des meubles, avec des objets comme ça. Ou alors ce sont des objets possédés, quoi. Possédés par je sais pas quoi. Enfin bref, tu vois ce que je veux dire. Comme d'accord, bah y a pas de souci.
Verona said she'd been to the Glacier, so I headed down to the old Western Corp headquarters, a site plagued by construction woes and unsavory types.
Ouais. D'accord. Allons là. Là, tu vois, j'étais en train de me tâter si j'arrêtais la VOD ou si je la continuais. Eh bah, vous avez la réponse. J'essaye de faire à chaque fois des VOD d'à peu près 1 heure. Mais vu que là, bah voilà, j'ai repris le taf, hein, c'est fini ma semaine de vacances. Je peux me permettre, voilà, de vous proposer, enfin, je ne peux que vous proposer une vidéo par jour. Et donc là, je peux me permettre de vous faire quelque chose d'un peu plus balèze en termes de durée.
There was that same scent of concrete Pockets had talked about.
Ok.
The place reeked,
Wow.
and it reeked of ghoul.
Belle
A
planquette.
ghoul
Oh
who
là
didn't
là,
have
attends.
access to a shower.
Ah, on peut pas s'approcher plus. Je veux la rencontrer dans le jeu, je veux sortir avec elle. Il est quelle heure là? Est-ce qu'elle est à l'heure? Si c'est le cas, il est 2h24 du matin.
So our stalker had a picture of Verona. Maybe that'd get Silky to open up.
Je peux rien faire là. Je peux vraiment rien faire. Ah! Thank you! Les cassos.
Huh. Guess someone was using gas to keep the lights on.
Magnifique texture, hein. Vraiment, on a quelque chose d'hyper quali. Hein. GG. T'es wouh! Ah, on peut pas glisser, fait chier. Moi, je
I headed
suis
down to the
là.
old Western Corp.
Ah, mais j'ai raté des choses. Attends, si je vais par là, tac tac. Qu'est-ce que j'ai pas vu? Mais en vrai, je ne vois que là. Sauf que je peux rien faire.
I thought I was on the right. I didn't think. Oh, that would have just brought me trouble.
Mais ouais, mais tu veux que je fasse quoi là? J'ai absolument tout vu. Et ça me dit de continuer à enquêter au niveau du chantier. Et enquêter où? Non. Si je fais le tour. Que dalle, que dalle, que dalle. Donc, bah, moi, je vais me casser. Hein. Ah, mais...
I headed down to the old West.
Ou alors, c'est plutôt à l'entrée que j'ai zappé un truc? J'en sais rien. Peut-être qu'il y a quelque chose par terre qui m'a échappé. Mais non. Non, non, non. Tout se trouve à l'intérieur. Moi je me casse, hein. On va aller ici et puis c'est tout.
For a word with Silky and to find my boss.
Quoique.
It was his home from home.
Ça me fait chier là d'avoir toujours ça là.
Western Recorp headquarters, a site plagued by construction woes and unsafe.
J'aimerais bien savoir si j'ai fait tout ce qu'il y avait à faire. Si en effet il y a un truc qui m'est passé au-dessus de la tête. Ouais bah tant pis hein. Tant pis, tant pis, tant pis. On va aller...
Verona said she'd been to the Glacier, so I've...
Voilà. En espérant que cette fois-ci on apprenne quelque chose.
Do you have business at our establishment, sir?
Seattle PD, and yes, I do have business. I'm trying to trace someone's movements.
Do go ahead, sir. The faster I can expedite your egress, the better for all.
I don't know much about birds of prey, but there was a young lady here last night with her friends. Name of Verona.
Ah, yes, that one. Let me save you some time. She and her party were ejected in the small hours for extreme intoxication. The language she used was not appropriate for our establishment, neither were her gestures, nor her choice of urination receptacle. I am only grateful that I did not, in fact, witness her movements.
Did you hear what they were talking about?
It is not my place to eavesdrop on our clientele, sir. That said, I believe the entire hotel will be aware of which show tunes Miss Verona cannot, in fact, sing.
Ouch. Well, at least she was in a good mood. Anything strike you as fishy last night?
No more than usual, sir. We are often afflicted with inebriates.
I'm sorry to hear that. They tell me you can get a cream for it. I better be going. I need to feed the egress.
May you find joy in it, sir.
Merci, concierge.
In the Glacier, I've heard it said that people drowned themselves in champagne. Interesting way to die, I suppose. A little tingle as you choked.
Que dalle. Ah. Si je vais par là, il y a, semble-t-il, quelque chose. Bingo!
The Glacier clearly hadn't updated its decor since the 70s. That rag was best used to light fires, both literally and figuratively.
Est-ce que je peux monter? Non. J'ai l'impression que j'ai tout vu. Que dalle. Ah.
The great and the good of old Seattle. A catalog of those caught in Mistress Lou's net before she took early retirement. Decking the halls, Still a couple of weeks to Christmas. Lou always liked the big party back in the day.
Ici, c'est good.
Verona remember.
À combat. Ah, mais arrête de speeder comme ça.
Be released from your daily toil. Accept the coming peace.
C'est quelqu'un.
Verona remembered the Macon bar.
Plus tard, plus tard.
Good evening to you, Patrick. How's my favorite portal security operative?
Uh-oh. Something up? Need to see the boss?
No. I reckon you're the right man for the moment. I need your memory. In particular, the memory of a woman named Verona. Name ring a bell?
You usually make it tougher. That one's easy. She owes me for dry cleaning. Tried to talk her way in, but she couldn't form a sentence, so I told her no. Then she puked on me. Nice girl.
Did you happen to see anyone following her? Maybe paying a bit too much attention?
Seriously? She vomited on my second best pair of pants. That's all I remember. And it's not a fragrant memory. You need anything else, or can I get back to the job I enjoy so much?
No. You have your duties to attend to, and your laundry.
Super. Donc là, maintenant, on va aller...
I headed down to the old Western record.
Tout à
Benny
droite.
wanted the Princeton.
I moved to Seattle to get away from Wonderland. I hope Mom doesn't ruin Christmas again this year.
Gotta get home.
Next time, I'll work up the courage to tell them.
Doucement.
I never did like this place. Felt like a tomb, and not in a nostalgic memories and flowers way. More in a morgue slab kind of way.
Beep, ba-da-da, toot-ti, toot, ba-doo, beep, ba-da-da, toot, beep, da-da-doo.
What is it this time?
Bonsoir.
Ah, Fabian. Well?
We never really get the chance to talk.
You're right. We don't. Now, was there anything else?
I need to see the chief right away.
He's out. What do you need?
The Rebar Killer is back in town.
The Rebar Killer. Nice name. And will the prince know who that is?
Just tell him someone came into the Precinct with a sword of St. James. Twice in a week. The hunter is back in town. We need every eye peeled like an orange.
Rebar Killer, pair of St. James's swords. Keep our eyes peeled. That cover it?
Don't ignore this, Miss Choi. Santiago killed many of our kind. People close to me. Close to us all.
I'll pass it along. If he thinks it's important, he knows where to find you.
Well, thank you kindly then. I'll be off.
I see.
Tout ce chemin juste pour ça.
What is wrong with you?
Bah, qui tente rien n'a rien, hein.
What now?
I'll come back later.
I'm sure you will.
Non mais je voulais qu'on discute tous les deux là. Chier. Pip parara ti tu ti taru ti tarara ti tu ti taru. Donc là, on va retourner ici. Parce que on a bien zappé un truc. Hein? Si on avait fait ce qu'il fallait faire, on n'aurait plus le point. Mais on l'a. Donc, il y a un truc qui n'a pas été vu. Je sais pas, j'ai pas percuté sur un élément du décor, va savoir. Attends, je peux rentrer dedans ou pas? Non. Dommage. Pam para pam pam para pam pam para pam pam pam. Tu 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 tu. Pam pam. Stop. Donc là, rebelote.
I didn't see. I figured, yeah, I wasn't going to do that.
Pourquoi je peux rien faire? Je piche pas. Ou alors, c'est que il y a rien à piger et peut-être que si je passe directement à ça, ça va le faire. On va croiser les doigts. Hein. Que dalle. Là, je regarde le réticule pour voir s'il s'élargit vers une zone. S'il s'élargit, cela veut dire qu'il y a quelque chose d'intéressant à voir. Mais ouais, non, il y a vraiment que dalle.
Show tonight. Well, what Silky called the show. To me, it was a jackhammer and some energetic shouting.
Ça me dit qu'il y a quelque chose. Eh, on va réessayer sur lui, mais je pars pas convaincu.
Is that the light of hope in your eyes, detective? You got something for me, right?
It's been a long night, and I've worn down the shoe leather. My feet took me to the haven of a ghoul. And said ghoul had a photograph of my Verona. He was charged with delivering a death threat to her by his master. Here, take a look-see.
A ghoul now. I wonder whose blood he was sipping. But you're right. This is our kind of trouble. The girl here, I have seen. She was in here last night. Said drinks were on her. That she'd come into money. She decided to make a life change and pawned something that was chaining her down.
Pawned?
Left a ticket stub as a tip. Worthless to me, but maybe useful to you?
Well now, that is what we call in the trade a lead. My thanks, Socrates.
A pawn ticket. I
Bon
figured
bah, au
I
final,
should
ça
follow
l'a
that
fait.
lead to a pawn shop. Bracing Verona about it directly was less likely to get results.
Donc là, faut que j'aille où? Ah oui, là.
I had a
Mais comme quoi c'était mal glandé là, la zone du chantier, parce que ça aurait pu me dire que ok, t'as fait ce qu'il fallait faire, passe à autre chose. Au lieu de ça, bah moi j'ai continué à farfouiller alors que c'était totalement inutile. Cette perte de temps.
I think Sophia and I gave up on crosswords back in the early 40s. Too predictable. Not enough spark.
Est-ce que nous avons des choses intéressantes?
I always wanted to be that guy. You know, the one who wore a wire and brought down the criminal mastermind.
This little guy reminded me that I'd met a lot of suckers in my time. I never ate fish in Seattle, even when I was alive. It was something in the way those cold, dead eyes stared right into you.
I remember when these were all the rage. Then when they were junk. Then when they were all the rage again. Mortals are fickle.
I mourn the old clackety-clack. Computers are all very well. But since they were invented, there's been a lot more profanity in the world.
Oui. Ah ouais. Je sais pas ce que ça représente, mais ça a de la gueule.
They said a cat may look at a king, but when it came to princes, I wouldn't advise it. You could go through 9 lives in surprisingly quick order.
Nico helped me find knickknacks for my office. Knickknacks with history.
Friend Fabian, what brings you to my door? I've had nothing coming to your taste. Just rings of old marriages, necklaces of old mistresses, junk, you know how it is. Discarded memories.
I'm looking for a memory. Came in last night?
Everyone here trades memories for dollars. You know that. What was it? Or who?
It netted her enough to have a night out. Paid her bar tab. Here, I have a ticket. You know this one?
Ah, yes. That one. She was burdened on the way in and floated her way out.
Here.
Ah, that's right. A locket. One moment.
Progress. I don't know what prompted Miss Verona to sell, but this might give me answers.
Miss Verona? That was not the name she gave me. Ravenna, if I have it right.
Now, what is she playing at?
I hope in some way the item brings you joy. Even if it's the joy of detection, huh?
Did she say why she pawned the locket?
Oh, you learn not to ask such things. There is usually sadness or anger down those roads, and to be honest, I did not want to share in hers.
How's business?
The festive season approaches. At this time, I receive old gifts so my clients can buy new ones. Renting a moment of happiness. This year, more deposits than purchases. An air of desperation.
I'll see you later, Nico.
Enjoy your detecting, detective.
Voilà. Il est en argent légèrement éraflé et sans lustre, il dégage une légère odeur d'huile de patchouli. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Je ne sais pas. 2 initiales sont gravées au dos dans une écriture élaborée DL. Il contient 2 photos de la même fille. Elle a environ 10 ans, les cheveux noirs, elle semble renfrognée. Il m'a été remis par Nico à la boutique de prêt sur gage. Blablabla. Blablabla. Ok. Bon bah écoutez ma foi, on ne finira pas la quête aujourd'hui. Là on est déjà à pratiquement 1h30, non faut que je m'arrête. On finira tout ça la prochaine fois. En tout cas j'espère que ce qui s'est passé dans cette VOD vous a plu. J'espère que vous avez passé un bon moment. J'espère que vous serez là pour la suite de l'aventure. J'espère que vous me laisserez un petit message pour me dire que oui, ça vous a plu et que oui, vous serez là pour la suite qui va arriver incessamment sous peu. Donc voilà, vous savez quoi faire. N'oubliez pas en plus de ça de lâcher un gros pouce en l'air avant de partir si c'est pas déjà fait. Le partage, l'abonnement à la petite cloche. Ciao, bye bye.